Editing part 2, let's go. Another form of editing is comping tracks. In recording the vocal on For What It's Worth, I did 3 or 4 complete passes of singing the song. And then I went and picked out the different sections from the different takes that I did in order to comp together from the different takes, one take that I felt was my best performance. So let me show you how you do that. So right here, this is the purple track is the lead vocal track, and you can see that I've got all these different little segments put together, and that looks like a lot of editing. To a certain extent it is. It takes time to do it, but it's not as complex as you might think. Here are the different takes. We'll get the other things out of the way real quick here so we can get a look at this, a little easier look at it. All these purple tracks here, you see I did 6 passes here. I stopped here, probably got interrupted. I did 5 takes in a row, stopped here for some reason, and punched in here. These are the different passes that I did, and I went through the track, and as you can see, I highlighted different areas to grab pieces of different takes in order to get a performance that I felt was better. Now, this software, Studio One, does it this way. Pro Tools does it differently. Reason does it differently. Ableton does it differently, but they all have the same feature in the respect that you can do multiple takes on a track, and then you can pick sections of different takes and comp them together to get a performance. Now, to give you an idea of how I did this, I have duplicated the lead vocal track with all the different takes down here, and I have nothing selected. And it's a pretty monotonous, simple thing to do. Essentially, you just grab an area of the vocal and you listen to the different takes.
Something happening here.
Right, there's that take. Here's this take.
There's something happening here. Something happening here.
See that one? I'm not confident. Don't like that one. This one here I like is the best so far.
There's something happening here. There's something happening here.
I don't even know if this is the one I picked out when I did it.
There's something happening here.
So I highlight that and boom, it throws it up there on that track. Next line. I'm going to stay on that just to see if I was good on the next line.
There's something happening here. What it is ain't exactly clear.
I have no problem with that. I'm just going to keep it because it's the same performance. Keeping the same performances as long as possible provides the most continuity emotionally. So I try and do that. There's a lot of times that it doesn't work. Next line. Let's see what it's like.
Ain't exactly clear. There's a man with a gun over there.
Let's see what this one like.
There's a man with a gun over there. There's a man with a gun over there. There's a man with a gun over there.
Don't like that.
There's a man with a...
Nope.
There's a man with a gun over there.
That's the best one. It's a little flat on the last note. But it's just like that. And as you go through, you find yourself doing this sort of thing and then this sort of thing. And this is how you put a track together, a comp track. You just grab the sections, you audition them, you listen to them, you figure out which parts you like, and you put them up here, and you end up with your comped track. So all the different DAWs do it a little bit differently, technically, as far as the way the layout is, but the concept is all the same. You get to do multiple takes on a track, and then you pick different sections from different takes to comp the track together, whether it's a vocal or a lead guitar part or whatever you think that you need to comp together. Another editing tool is copying and pasting things from one area to another that you can quickly audition ideas, see if you like them. In this verse here, we have some background oohs.
What a field day for the heat. 1,000 people in the the street, singing.
Okay, so we have those background oohs right there. I wonder what they would sound like in the next verse. Maybe that would be a good idea. We want to be in snap, so we are on the beat when we cut things, and we're on the grid. Let the grid help us. If the grid can help you, use it. It's that simple. Let's drag this down to where one measure in front of where the oohs start is where the cut is. I just made that there. These 4 tracks right here, we know that the first measure is where the clips are starting with these oohs. So let's find the first measure of the next verse. We know that 48 is the first measure, and if we select these guys, hit Option, and then drag this down to 48, this should work, at least in time.
Paranoia strikes deep into your life, it will creep.
No, it doesn't work. Okay, we auditioned the idea. It didn't work. How about that? Maybe it would work better in the previous verse. Let's undo that. Well, here it is right here.
Battle,
We know that right there, 20. Well, let's drag these down to 20.
battle lines being drawn. Nobody's right if everybody's wrong. Young people.
There you go. Did not have to reperform that. It's just an edit. It's like, well, I wonder if this is going to work here. Let's give it a shot and see if it works. That's how you figure those things out. Editing, copy and paste. It's no different than a Word document. You can copy and you can paste. All right, that's the basics of editing. In the next episode, we get into the basics of adding reverb and ambiances to your mixes, to your recordings, to make the space around the sounds that you have in your songs help your songs and make them more lively. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe and continue watching the Home Studio for Beginners course here on Record, Mix, Repeat. I'm your host, Rusty Smith. Thanks for watching.